Hey, what's going on, YouTube? I'm gonna do a quick rundown on my strategy and show you guys what I do, um, how I trade, and how I follow the trend, just to stay safe on this large cap. So, real quick, I'm gonna start. I have a daily chart, a 15 minute, and the 1 minute. So basically, the daily is to show me the bigger picture. Um, the 30 minute, the 15 minute, I go I go from like the 1 hour to the 30 minute to the 15 minute, but I mostly focus on the 15 minute when I'm trading, and this show me the bigger so the daily shows me the bigger picture. The 15 minute kind of shows me the um, this is where I take my trades. This is where I choose my levels, the hour and the 4 hour and the 1 hour. And then the 15 minute just kind of like the confirmation that I need. And then the 1 minute, my entries. This is where my this is where this is where I take my entries. This is my confirmation. And so the reason why I use the 1 minute is to basically have the best entry, like almost like if I'm scalping, but I'm not, and then catch these big moves while having a very tight stop. So I'm gonna kind of go over. There's too much to explain in one video, but basically what I do, like on the daily here, just to make it very simple, I have a 200 SMA and a 50 SMA, and anything above these two SMAs, I'm just going long, right? Um, they say that 80% of the time, this stocks tend to to go up, and 20% they this is where all the retracements here happen. So I don't mind waiting a few days to catch these big moves here, right? And just makes it simple, easier to trade with the trend. So that's basically what I use the on the daily, these two EMAs or SMAs, and I mean obviously I don't really need them. You can see higher highs and higher lows, but still just to make it very objective. If it's above these levels, then I'm just gonna go long, and that makes trading much simpler. And then as I'm talking, I'm looking at my daughter, make sure she doesn't fall from bed. Anyway, so for the intraday, what I want to do is obviously, like I said, I'm going with the bigger time frame, right? I'm going uh, I'm bullish. I'm going long on this let's say Microsoft, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna go long in every day, every trade. I mean every trade that sets up, but I need to be I need to also read price as from the smaller time frames and make sure that the bigger time frame and the smaller time frames are in the same direction in order for me to take trades, or else it just doesn't make sense trying to take a long position um, just because you're looking at the um, at the daily. But remember, at least I am a day trader, and I could get I could get my ass handed to me before the market reverses and goes my way. So I try to I what I look for is, like I said, very simple. Uh, I look for three things to make sure that I take trades to alongside. I look three things need to happen. At least two out of the three. in order for me to start taking looking at positions to go long. Um, Number one, I want to see price. Want to see price making higher highs and higher lows, right? Um, and I use a 30 minute just to get the major moves, like for example here, and I just this little retrace here, right? So as we can see here, right, lower low, lower high, lower low. So this is this pullback here on the daily, um, and we're trying to avoid going long, at least here, we're trying to avoid going long, right? Until we retrade, until we see signs of um, um, longs getting involved. And what I want to see is either a double bottom here with a higher high, right? And then as you can see, it made a higher low. So, and we also had a level, have a level right here, very important level. So anything above this level, once like for example, if it crosses around here, I'm willing to go long above this level here. So as you can see, double bottom, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So you can see the market turned around. So at this point, once it makes a double bottom here and it makes a higher high, I'm willing to start going long. So that's one thing, right? That's one thing that I look for. I want to see a double bottom and a high and a break of that double bottom to start going long. And then the other thing that I look for, um, that's one. Number two, I want price to be above this 50, and the 200. When all three things combined, come the I have confluence on all those three things. That's when I get the best trades, right? And those are just three of the things that I need for price for price to show me that we're turning, we're making a U-turn and turning and um, going back to um, with the trend with the bigger time frame, trending with the bigger time frame. So that those are the three things. Um, and What else? What else? So I'm gonna run. I'm gonna show the trade that I took today, and then on what was it? Was it Thursday? Yeah, Thursday. Thursday last week, and then today. So on Thursday, like I said, I saw a double bottom here. It pushed up. I took a long here, but it didn't. It was a small trade, I think. It didn't work out. It kind of held above this level here, and then it came down, consolidated, came back down here. So I was very interested um, on going long above this level for three reasons. Above the 50, above the 200 major level here, and if he held, I was going to go and take a position there. Um, and that's exactly what happened. Let's go back. What's the name of that day? It was this day here. So that's what I was looking for, right? Um, I want a break and then a retest of this level here, right? And the way I get these levels, I use the 1 hour and the 4 hour, um, just to and the levels have to be very clear. Like they gotta stick out like a sore thumb, right? They gotta stick out. As you guys can see, that this level here is very it held as support and resistance. So I want to make sure that I get those type of levels, not just like a 15-minute or 5-minute levels. Those work, but not for what I want. Um, just based on my back testing, these levels work better. So this year was an A plus setup. We broke above the level. We held. Now, what I want to see is, and I know a lot of you guys, some of you guys that are gonna watch this video ask me about this uh, on my entries. Like I say, I'm I'm trading the bigger time frame. You see, I'm trading the daily, right? I'm looking at the daily, it's bullish. I'm looking at the 30 minute, the hour, the 30 minute, and the 15 minute, right? I want to, I want price to turn around. I don't want to go short. I don't want to go long down here. I don't want to. I'm not interested in catching the bottom, right? I want to make sure. I want to wait for price to turn around to make sure that the odds are in my favor, right? And I already told you guys the three things I look for, right? So once, so once price pushes up to this, it gives me the confirmation that I want, right? I want it. I want to wait for price to come down because it always does. I would say like 8 to 9 times out of 10, it will come back down and retest, right? It will come back down and retest. So what I want to do on the 1 minute, the reason why I use the 1 minute is because my entries, I'm a good scalper, so the entries, I want to scalp my entries. I want to use a scalping entry with the bigger time frame um, target, right? So my stops are going to be very small and for a potential of big move. So once price comes down, and this took me a very long time to find a way to do it, right? To find a way to not just as price comes down, because the way I used to do it is as soon as it pushed up, like I will be going long, I will be adding here, here, and the problem was that if this didn't work, let's say this kept going down and it didn't work, my bias was so bullish that I would just keep adding and adding, and next thing you know, I would be like in a huge position um, upside down, and now I'm waiting to see what price is going to do, and um, the way avoid that now is because we don't know if this thing is going to hold, right? Like, we just assume that's what's going to happen, but we don't know. So what I look for and pay attention to is, guys, um, when price comes down, right? Comes down, you don't do anything. You don't do anything. Let it do its thing. Once price, right? Once price. This is the 9 a. Yeah, this is the 9 EMA SMA. It's 9 SMA. So once price comes down, and you see this green candle or blue candle, once we have a candle close, it reclaims the 9. That's where you go long there, right? And your stop, it's below this level, but I always put it below the last low here. So my stop will be like right there, 70 cents. And then um, and then you just let it run. And as you guys can see, I mean, 70 cents, 70 cents to make about 4 to 1. All right, guys, I'm gonna have to let you guys go. If you have any questions, hit me up. Let me know what anything you guys want to know about my strategy. Obviously, there's more to it, but I think this is video is long enough. Talk to you guys later.